Hey lovelies! Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Fair and this is my Japan vlog. This video is rather long, so grab a tea or favorite coffee, anything you want, and enjoy. Thank you for being here. This is my first time ever in Osaka. Honestly, it was kind of overdue because we've been to Tokyo for the past 3 trips. So we wanted to give Osaka and Kyoto a chance, hence this vlog. But to be very front with you, Osaka is kind of like overtaking Tokyo's spot for me, you know? It's pretty great. If you want to know more, keep on watching. We arrived very early in the morning, and honestly, this trip has been a very highly anticipated one. We wanted to restock a bunch of gouache paints for me to curate in a palette and sell to my students. So if you don't know, I am a gouache artist slash instructor. So I teach the community how to use gouache in their journal. So the reason why Japan is the place where I'm buying my supplies is because it's very cheap here, and the brand that I'm using is called Holbein. It's a very popular brand worldwide, but it does originate from Japan, so it's like 3 times cheaper in Japan than in Malaysia where I live. First impressions, Osaka was a little bit like older vibes, like older city vibes. Amenities like the lifts, the escalator, even the subway stations are older than what I've seen in Tokyo. But it doesn't mean that it's bad. Like it's super well maintained, which honestly was very surprising for me to see. I would say Osaka is pretty walkable. Like you can get to any destination you want with the public transportation that they have. So if you're here without like rental car or anything, I think you can definitely like cover a lot of areas just within walking or public transport. And then since I've been to Tokyo quite a few times, I really want to know what the stationery scene in Osaka is. I know there are a lot of stationery stores as well as like some very unique art stores. So I really wanted to experience that. That was one of the reasons why we took this trip. And honestly, no regrets. It's amazing. We found this older kind of underground like food court kind of place. It's very nice to see. It definitely has a lot of character. And I just love that we stumbled upon this by accident. We were actually on our way to the first stationery shop in Osaka. The first stationery stop is Ikeman, and it's a 2-floor stationery store. This was in the list of like the places to find stationery in Osaka. I'm also very excited when I go to Japan and I find like random stamps that I can use for my journal. It adds such a beautiful experience to my travel. This stationery store had a ton of cutesy things like these candles, a big selection of big brands like Osaka, Travelers Company, Kokuyo, Filofax. But honestly, I would say that I was expecting for this store to be more like art supplies rather than like office supplies. So do keep in mind if you want to come by, there are quite a few selections of art supplies that you can get, but it's more focused for like schools, offices, things like that. If you are looking for art supplies and you are on like a time crunch, I definitely recommend you skip this store. There are a lot more stores offering a lot more ranges of products that I will show you later. Okay, now we're heading to our first coffee stop. This is Aoma Coffee. It's very popular apparently, but we did go at a good time. Like it wasn't packed yet, so we had our orders in, and it was such a good weather outside. So we decided to just sit outdoors and enjoy the Osaka ambiance. This store is very how do I describe it? Like it's very cozy, and during the time that we went, it was December, so a lot of the decors in shops are Christmas themed. Yeah, I ordered matcha latte, so my drink took a bit longer to make. And then this train station, it gives like liminal kind of energy, and it's really funny because we kept on having to go through this specific station so many times throughout the trip. It's actually like animals zoo themed because there was a zoo like near the station. I like collecting train stamps just because there's only one that you can get there. It's like different stations have different stamps. Now we're on our way to the second stationery store. And this was a little bit of a journey, but honestly, everything was so beautiful. It was autumn close to winter, so we were just taking in the weather, the view. So the walk was not bad at all. We found this. This was very cute. Like the doors had pencils. It's very on theme with, like what I like to do, like art. So this is Holbein. So we actually found this Holbein art gallery, but that's not the store. So you have to go around the building to get to the main entrance. But again, the neighborhood it was in was super, super beautiful. So it was an enjoyable walk. Okay, time to go in. Let's go and see what's at Holbein in Osaka. So there's only one Holbein store, like physical store in Japan, and it's here at Osaka. So when I was in Tokyo 3 trips back, I wished I had visited, but it was actually good timing because they had a long renovation and they just opened up in November. So I was lucky to be able to get here. So my main focus was definitely more gouache, but they had so many mediums available under the brand, and as well as other notable brands like Core, Current Dash, and a lot more. So if you want to come here, I would say the price isn't the cheapest. They don't have tax refund if you're a tourist, but they do have everything under the sun, like from Holbein. So if you wanna have like a one-stop place to go, you can definitely give this place a visit. But do keep in mind that the prices are on the higher end. After this store, I went to a couple of other stores that had Holbein. The range wasn't probably as big as this, but they had them way cheaper. So, do your own research. Maybe this video can guide you before you plan your trip. This one is from Etcher, I don't know how to pronounce it, but they have really really good papers, but they're also quite expensive, especially for my Malaysian currency, so I skipped getting one sketchbook. They had everything from watercolor, color pencils, oils, acrylic, wash, of course. I think it's worth a trip to just get the vibes. Honestly, it was so beautiful. The staffs were so friendly, and you get to see the different range of products that Japan has to offer. Like I mentioned, it was kind of pricey, but because they had every color in stock, I did end up buying quite a lot, like more than what I expected, just because I was scared I wouldn't find the stocks elsewhere. So, pros and cons. They had this like tester section where you can test your products before you buy them. So I thought that was kind of nice. Like you can just spend your day here and test different art materials and see which you like. This Holbein artist colored pencil is the best. It's super super creamy. I got a few for myself. I didn't buy the set, but I wish I bought more, honestly. So when you've picked a basket, you know it won't be a small haul. But in all fairness, I did purchase all of these things for my business, not for me. not for personal, yeah. Because the store is quite out of the way, there wasn't much traffic, or at all, like there were only like 5 customers together with me when I was there. So it's definitely more relaxing if you hate crowds. I was thinking of getting uniforms from Holbein because you can't find this in Malaysia. And I was contemplating between these two, but I ended up getting the apron that the worker is wearing. Honestly, the apron was kind of expensive. It was 90 ringgit, but it was super, super high quality. Like it was thick material. It was good. I've been using it for a few classes and I love it. So this was my bill. I spent less than 10,000 yen, which was about below 280 ringgit. Because it was the end of autumn, we got to see the autumn leaves as well as having that really really good cold weather. Like it's not super super icy, it's just a perfect amount of cold to keep you cozy. I really like Osaka. It's not as packed as Tokyo during the time that I went, but yeah, it was kind of relaxing for me. More Eki stamps. Okay, you have to go to Dontonburi if you're in Osaka. It's the, you can't miss it. So this is where the famous Glico man and the donkey Ferris wheel is. But we didn't manage to go there because we didn't want to be stuck in the crowd. So we looked from afar. More Ekisims. Here are some photos taken throughout the day. Enjoy! So we stayed in Osaka Shinsekai, which is also a touristy area. It's mostly packed with like nightlife, so it made the whole stay very exciting. Today we're heading from Osaka to Kyoto, and thankfully the area that we stayed at, Shinsekai, it had a direct train ride to Kyoto, so it made the whole journey way easier. So the ride to Kyoto was about an hour from our place, and honestly it didn't feel like it was long at all. You can see the beautiful foliages of like greens and oranges and yellows. Like it's very, very beautiful in autumn. If you have the means to go, you should definitely visit during autumn. It's one of my favorite seasons. Okay, touchdown. And you know the first store that I have to go in Kyoto would be drumroll, Travelers Factory. So Travelers Factory only has 4 outlets in Japan. They have 3 in Tokyo and 1 in Kyoto. It's located in this like very beautiful compound, so you can take photos. If like your boyfriends or your husbands want to wait for you, they can. Like it's very beautiful. They have a lot of things to do while they wait for you to shop. Okay, this TSL purse was on my wish list. I really wanted this. I really wanted to go to Kurashiki, but it's a 4-hour round trip from Osaka, so I couldn't make that much time to go there. So when I entered the store, I was so shocked. Like I was pleasantly surprised that it was available to purchase. So I was like, okay, I don't need to go to Kurashiki because I have what I wanted here. This is also a patch by the Superior Labor, TSL, the store in Kurashiki. So they do have their stuffs here at the Kyoto store. I was so excited. Like this was my first time ever. I've only ever seen videos on YouTube about the Kyoto Travelers Factory, but there's not much, or I haven't seen a video that shows like the full like 360 view of what it looks like inside. So I couldn't imagine how big it was. So when I went there, I was like really shocked. It was massive. Like compare it to the one in Nakamekuro, this was massive. And because it's bigger, you don't feel like you're in a rush to shop. And despite the place having a lot of visitors, you still have enough space to move around and browse. So I obviously went a little overboard because I just know that this place is so far from Tokyo that maybe my next trip would be, next few years or something. So I really didn't want to miss out. It's definitely a bad habit. You should definitely have a budget and stick to it. But, I'm just a girl. I actually wanted to get like a new cover for my traveler's notebook. Like I wanted to get a new leather cover, but I already have two that I'm using that I really like to use, and they're not like worn out. So I feel like I should be able to use the ones that I have. They had Kyoto special items that are only available here. So those things I had to buy, as well as one Kyoto special edition leather cover. So that one, I just bought it not to use it per se, but just to keep it with me, maybe until I sell it off one day or, pass it down to my children. I only bought one, okay? It's only limited to one per customer, so. This was the collaboration that he had with 12's Records. It was a 2-insert passport size. There was so much to see in the store. I was so glad that I went because when I looked at other people's videos on YouTube, like it's not like full on, So when I went, I was like, okay, I have to like savor each part of the store. And yeah, I spent 4 hours at this store. 4 full hours and not 1 minute was spared. I want you guys to have the full experience of the store. It's that amazing. I want to hype it out, Like I want you to go there after watching this video. And my poor husband, of course, had to wait for the full 4 hours. But he was amazing. Like he didn't complain. So here I was doing my custom brass pen. Unfortunately, they only had ballpoint pen, which honestly at first deterred me because I don't see myself using a ballpoint pen. But I was so glad I got it. Like I got it because of FOMO, obviously, but I got it, I used it, it was amazing. I used only that pen for the rest of the trip. It was that good. If you have a chance to make your own pen, I definitely recommend this one. Yay! So we have to wait for a bit. I think it was like a 10-minute wait. Hey guys, we're at the Travelers Factory Kyoto store. And then this is our big haul. I won't do the haul today, we'll see. But I want to do an unboxing. I bought this. It's the leather and canvas purse. I think it's a purse from Travelers Notebook, and we're gonna use it now. So it has a dual compartment. The first one is where I'll put my cash and cards. Here it doesn't have any like extra pockets inside. And this part is leather. And then there's a zipper with a leather, what's this? Flap? I don't know. But this is where we'll put our coins for our gacha. It's so nice. It's only 66 ringgit. So that's pretty good. Yeah, for a leather thing. I think if this is in Malaysia or something, it will be, I think 200. But anyways, it's here. So just now, we made a custom pen that only is available at the Kyoto branch. And this is mine. I chose a green ball pen with my name. And then there's the Travel's Notebook logo there. I was contemplating between that or the Sakura. But I feel like this is more, more Travel's Notebook. They had many stamps, so please, if you come, either you buy your own new insert or bring your own journals from home and stamp away. Like, it was a stamp galore. I had to make sure that I got the stamps that I haven't had already. I've joined a stamp caravan in Malaysia a year ago. So most of the stamps I do already have. But like those Kyoto specific ones, I really wanted to get some extra ones for me and for my friends. So if you can see the journal that I'm using, before the trip started, I pre-pasted like different memo pads in the book so that when I go on my trip, I don't have to worry about so many things. I can just stamp and write and stick some random stickers and ephemeras. So yeah, that's one thing you can do not overwhelm yourself during your trip. Like, you can still journal while your itinerary is super packed. They had these snow globes. They were kind of peculiar to me, so they weren't really standing out to me, so I didn't get any of them. I don't think it's from Travel's company themselves. They usually have like local products that they put in stores. Okay, at this point I thought these were my only bags from the store. But I did go back to the store on another day and spent 2 more hours here. So in total, I spent 6 hours at this store. It's that amazing. Okay, so the third stationery store is Tag. This is a highly recommended place when I was researching like stationery places to go in Kyoto. But I don't think if you're into like art supplies or like into cutesy things, this is the store for you. It's more for like fountain pens, inks, those kind of like higher end stationery. And also they do have like folders and office stuff as well. So for me, I only spent about 15 minutes in the store and then I was off to the next stop. Kyoto does get a little busier than Osaka. Here are some photos for you to see as we end our day. The next day, surprise, surprise, we went to Kyoto yet again. I feel like we should have stayed in Kyoto instead, but it's just fun. The commute is very short, it's not a hassle, so I don't mind the journey. we're going to Kyoto today with our friends. Coincidentally, we booked the same trip at different times. Like we didn't plan it, but yeah, it's just, I guess it's fate. This was Nishiki Market in Kyoto. They had a ton of street foods. And then we were so tourist trapped. Like this was the first store that you would see on your left. And we were like, right, we are going to go in the store and get something. So these are rice crackers. I think we got one savory one and then one spicy one. It tastes very nostalgic. Like I've had rice crackers when I was younger before, and they taste very similar. But of course, this was made fresh in front of your eyes, so that's the price you pay for. The market is a long stretch of road. I lost count like how many steps I've taken in this market, but you can definitely get anything and everything here, well, food-wise. So come with full wallets and empty stomachs. The prices here are a little higher, but you know, it is expected because it was a little touristy. Like I think the main target market is tourist. There were so many like these like seafoods and like all sorts of like seasonings and stuff like that, but we were kind of scared to bring it back because they weren't like sealed properly. Like I was scared if we brought it home and it could be an issue or something on like international air. so we only got things that are sealed, like packaged properly. Kyoto is very famous for furikake, so you would see a lot of furikakes here, and we did buy the famous Kyoto furikake. And honestly, I wish we bought more because they are amazing. So if you get the chance to come here, please listen to those TikTok videos because they are telling you the truth. I was contemplating to get this pouch for my brushes, but when I fold it, it does seem a little short, so my brushes wouldn't fit. And they were 2,000 yen, which is a bit steep for, you know, a brush bag. Then after like you walk the long stretch of the market, you see this beautiful stamp shop at the end of the street. So this is a store called Tamaru Inbou, and my friend Connie, like she posted on her stories when she went to Kyoto, and I was actually surprised that we found this. It wasn't planned, we just stumbled upon it, so I was happy. So the stamps are made in store. They told me that they chop the wood part themselves, but as well as the rubber. Like they do the rubber laser cutting in store, but it was done by machines. And it has like this jelly, like it's almost like those acrylic stamps that you get, but it's like firmer and it's just unique. So I got myself like 2 stamps, even though they were kind of expensive. Like they're definitely more expensive than your Kodomo no Kao stamps, because I would assume they're not massively produced, and you know it's just a nice souvenir to get from Kyoto. And then they had like this very cute stamp station with your own stamps. You should definitely bring your journals wherever you go when you're in Japan, because you never know when you can find stamps along your route. Stores like these, I don't know, they're so nice to see, and they're so niche. Like they just sell like scrubbing brushes, and like, you know, I wouldn't use them like back home, but it was so interesting that we went in and just just talked to the owner and you know, just made conversations with the locals. Maybe these are painting brushes, like these ones, the bigger ones, but I paint with gouache, so I don't use that kind of size. I was definitely tempted to get something. I'm always like that. Like whenever I go into a store, I will scour the place for something to buy, but I couldn't justify buying a brush because I wouldn't use them. So yeah. Then on our way to Gion, we were looking for Gion. It was a whole journey. Like, guys, I'm just telling you, if you're going to Kyoto and going to Gion, Gion is big. Gion is massive. So do know where exactly you want to go, so that way you can plan your route better. Because Gion is like it's like up the hill, so buses can't go through. So you would have to walk yourselves, or you take a bike. But that would still be, you know, a whole journey. On our way to find the temple, I saw this leather shop, and anything leather just you know appeals to me. So I went in, and I was so excited. Like I was so happy that I did, because the products that they had were unique to me. Like I've never seen the designs that they had produced anywhere I went. So yeah. They were very, very patient with me because I didn't know much Japanese. So they were just trying to explain to me how the products worked. And I just appreciate things like that, you know, like service 100%, products like very high quality. I just love the combination of the two. So I would definitely support like businesses like this, even though like I didn't have that big of budget. So I only got like a few things.
Oh, okay, okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, oh, cool. That's really cool. So, and then this to hold? Okay. 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 Okay, this one. Okay. So you have to. The hardware is very kakoi. Parang the designs are nice, right? They're not like the typical designs. See, you open this and then there's the Kyoto. What's the name of the store?
Store?
Yeah, how Yamamoto.
Yes.
This store has products that are made in Kyoto, and they only have 2 branches. So if you want to get really good leather products, please come by. Like they even have like these little trinkets that are not that expensive, and you can just buy as souvenirs. So after browsing for a bit, I ended up getting 2 clutch purses. Not clutch purses, like they're just mini clutch purses. So I got like one of the smaller one, and then one of the longer one, because the longer shape is so unique to me. Like I've never seen such a shape. And then they made it so that you can put your earrings inside of the like they had like this special like leather flap that you can put your earrings, like your studs, and then you can clasp your ring so you don't lose it. I got those 2 for myself.
Cantik kan? Dia sturdy kat tu. Ada poket dalam ni. Tak ada kos. 300,000.
Tak, RM300.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This store had cow leather and horse leather. Horse leather was a little bit more expensive. So I got like the green and the red. The green one was horse and the red one was cow. They were so like demure with packaging and things. Like he asked me if it was a gift. I was like, yeah, it was a gift for myself. And then he put these stickers on for me. Yay! Here are some photos from Kyoto. Enjoy! Today we're at Sasabe Art. This, guys, I have to tell you this. This is the best ever art store in Japan. Like, this beats Sekaido, which I thought was impossible to beat, but Sasabe is where it's at. It's a very unassuming store. Like, from outside, you wouldn't think it would be amazing inside, but when I went in, I went crazy because I was converting like the prices and I was like, okay, these are cheap. These are my favorite brushes. They're from Camlon. They're from Artege. I don't know how to pronounce it, but they're the Camlon Pro series, and the one with the red markings are my favorite. Absolutely. I kept on showing you guys how cheap the prices are because they were very cheap. This was only 500 yen. Like 500 yen is crazy. It's crazy for the sketchbook. So that's the art creation by Royal Talent's sketchbook that I always use. Like I have a lot of them and I am trying to fill them up. But because the prices are so cheap, I have gotten myself like quite a few from this store because even in Malaysia I couldn't get the same price, so I got some to bring home. I'm not sure how long I spent in here. I'm pretty sure it was like over 2 hours because I was just emptying all the stocks that they had. They were so cheap. For context, like in Malaysian ringgit, one tube of Holbein gouache would be 26 ringgit in Malaysia. But here it was only less than 8 ringgit. It was that cheap. I'm so glad that they had like these big tubes of permanent white because I do use them a lot in class. And it's very useful for both highlights and mixing colors. They mix colors very smoothly and evenly. So if you're contemplating on getting a white gouache, this is definitely one you have to add to your collection. The only downside of the store was that they were actually having a year-end sale. And then I didn't know, like I went in not knowing that they had a sale. And the colors were pretty limited. Like I could only like, instead of like 5 tubes of a color, I could only get like 3. So I ended up emptying like a lot of the colors that they had. I wish they had more stocks, but they told me like whatever was on display was all they had stock of. Honestly, I didn't believe them at first, so I went back 2 days later to the store and it wasn't restocked. Like they weren't kidding. I also got the poster colors from Turner. So Turner is also a Japanese brand. I wanted to get the Knicker brand, but it's also a Japanese brand. But they told me they don't have the brand there in the store. So I thought, why not just try Turner? Because it's also one of the more popular ones. I wanted to try poster color because I have a friend that uses poster color and she mentions how similar poster is to gouache. So I wanted to try it out and it is very similar. I would say poster color is a little bit more creamy, if that makes sense, but it's very similar. One thing to note about this store, if you ever go, I definitely recommend you going here. It's the best art store ever in Japan. Please bring cash because they don't accept cards at all. Otherwise, there are like conveniences that have ATMs around the area, so you can get cash from those ATM machines as well. Here are some photos from Osaka. It's a new day and a new trip to Kyoto. This time we went with our other group of friends, and we just liked Kyoto that much. We kept on going back a few times during our trip. The first thing that we had was I'm Donuts. This is apparently a very famous donut chain in Japan, but we were so lucky that the line was like really, really short when we went. So we tried and it was amazing, guys. Okay, next we're going to Tobichi. This is Tobichi Kyoto, okay? So there's Tobichi Tokyo and this one is the Kyoto branch. If you're in the area, do take your time to come here because the building itself is so beautiful. It's like the building reminds me of Cambridge. When I was studying in the UK, it definitely gave off that vibe. So Tobichi was located at I think the 4th floor. You will have to see the directory, but it's on the upper floor, so you have to take a lift and go upstairs. First things first, get your stamps. I always have a lookout for stamps to put in my journal. At this point, I think my journal didn't have much space left, so I was already near the end of my book. The Tobichi in Kyoto was a little smaller, but it's not as small as I thought. Like I've seen photos, I've seen videos of people going here, but I was actually surprised it was a bit more spacious than I expect, which was a good thing. So it wasn't cramped at all. I could browse and take my own sweet time. There was also like an exhibition about cats, so it was kind of fun to like have a look at the exhibition while also shopping. I spent, I think, I would say like 2 hours-ish here. I was contemplating on getting my Hobonichi supplies, like the Hobonichi journals. I've already decided. I'm going with the avec for both the original and the cousin size. But like for the accessories and stuff, I wanted to get some from the Tobichi store. But I had to do like some calculations, because I was already like going over budget at this point. It was December when I went. They actually released this in September, October, something like that. So I was kind of surprised that a lot of the covers, especially the popular ones, were still in stock. Because the last time I went, like last year, we went during, I think it was like earlier of the year, and the covers that I wanted was already sold out. So I wanted the Yumi Kitagishi. If you want, I can show you what I got from this store. Maybe I'll do like a journal setup video for 2026. If you're interested in that, do leave a comment down below. I would love to know if you're interested in me making contents about those kind of things. I wasn't expecting much. I was just gonna get my avec journals, but I was happy that they had so many stuff in store. Like even though I didn't buy a lot of things, I was able to just see them in person. They had a lot of Tamagotchi collab items. I have never played Tamagotchi. When I was a kid, I wasn't that girl, so I couldn't relate to it that much, but they were cute nonetheless. For 2026, I decided on the Junji Ito cover. I know, it's crazy. Apparently, like, it's the first time that they're doing a collab with Hobonichi, so I didn't wanna, I wanted to jump on the bandwagon. So I got a Junji Ito cover for 2026. You guys, the cover is so beautiful. Like, you have to see my next video because it's too pretty. It's too pretty. I was asking the staff if I should buy like a protective cover on top of the cover, so they call it COC, cover on cover, and then they were like, no, it defeats the purpose. It should be like, that should be the highlight. You shouldn't cover it with the clear cover. So I was like, okay. So I didn't buy a cover. I don't know if I regret it, but yeah. Here are some photos from Kyoto. So because my husband was so kind and patient with me throughout the trip, spending hours with me at stationery stores, the one request that he had was that I could accompany him to his favorite band's concert. And I obviously said yes. I've never attended a concert in Japan, and I really wanted to see how it's like. It's definitely different. Like, people were so respectful, like, all in the best ways. They were so respectful, and then no one had their phones up. Like, it was very, very a wonderful experience. So yeah, this is Black Country New Road. Not let down, love, surrender not with. So she bites back, but she falls flat. They say they're only teasing. Make the fool. We had so much fun. Like, this was so fun. I love the fact that this trip initially was just me and my husband going, just the two of us, and it ended up being a wonderful trip with friends. We had a good time. Like the whore that you are, and you hope pretty soon you'll be struck by the car. But the light of the day tries to keep you afloat. Well, there's pain in your stomach and there's pain in your throat. Do you want it? Do you want it? After the show, we had Osaka takoyaki. If you're in Osaka, you definitely should try their takoyaki. It's a bit mushier than the one we're used to, but I think it's just the way, the Osaka style. And then we had yakisoba. This was at Tako King. It's so good. Like, I only went in because they had like this really cute octopus mascot in front of the store. And I was like, okay, I just want to try it. And no regrets, guys. It was so good. So we had the original takoyaki, which was great. And then we had the yakisoba, which was even better. It was freezing outside, so us having a hot meal inside this very beautiful, inside this very cozy restaurant was really nice. A nice way to end the day. Oh, actually, it was my birthday today. Like, this day was my birthday. So this was our birthday meal. Yeah, you guys know if we're in Osaka, we definitely should go to Universal Studios. This has been a dream of ours to come to Nintendo World. And we were so glad that we managed to go inside. It was kind of packed, but honestly, it wasn't so bad. Like, it wasn't to a point that we couldn't walk. It was really enjoyable. Like, we could see a lot of things. We could get on some rides. And then, yeah, Mr. Toad. Oh my god. Mr. Toad was so tiny. We got the Dito bag. Can you see? That's so cute. It's definitely surreal. Like, I thought before this, we were coming here, that the clouds on top were artificial, but they're real. Like, we went on a good weather. It was a good day. We were definitely very blessed. This was actually our last day in Osaka, and it was the perfect way to end our Osaka trip. After going to USJ, we were heading to Tokyo. We were gonna get the bus directly from USJ. So it's called a wheeler bus. So you take the bus from USJ, and then it's a 12-hour ride to Tokyo. So our bus was at 9 p.m. and then we arrived 9 a.m. the next day to start the day. It was a perfect journey. Honestly, I didn't even feel tired. I was well rested. Pro tip, if you're planning to come here, approach any staff member that you see, and ask them for a sticker. And they will give you these really fun stickers. I ended up coming back home with a bunch of stickers, and they're like themed according to like the parts. So you get to collect all of the stickers, and if it's your birthday, you can tell them it's your birthday and they will give you like a birthday sticker. It's a very big sticker, so you can put it on your clothes, and then when you walk around, like, people will greet you and like will wish you happy birthday. It's definitely a very like childish moment. I was so happy. It was a day after my birthday, so I had a sticker on me. I was just amazed at the technology that they had. Like, I was geeking out. Like, everything was so immersive and fun. They may look like they're like kids' rides, but I enjoyed them. to show you the view of the sunset. It was so beautiful. It's as if we're by the pier and then eating fish and chips. Golden hour, love it. Oh my god, okay. So if you guys go to Universal Studios Japan, please go to their like tourist center. No, not tourist center, like their like customer service center, and then ask for a stamp. So they will give you their like official stamp. It always changes depending on the day. And then it's a whole experience that they're so excited for you. And then I was definitely excited. I was glad that I was able to get the time to go here and have my stamp. They also give you like a sticker. They're so nice. They're so nice. She was asking me if she could see my journal, and I was happy to share. Okay, and she was explaining to me that there are more stamps outside of USJ. So at the USJ store outside of the gate, there are stamps that you can collect. So don't miss that if you're planning on visiting. I'm sorry for the grainy footage, but I just want to show you how amazing the Hogwarts light show was. It's like you're watching a movie and then they're just putting like light shows, projecting them onto Hogwarts, and you get to experience it. If there's one ride I recommend, it's definitely this one. Don't skip it. If you can also go as a single rider and it's way quicker, it's the best ride I've ever taken. Some shots from USJ. Now we're in Tokyo, and I managed to squeeze in a little bit of time to go to Travel's Factory Tokyo Station. I was actually excited to find Beyond the Vines in Tokyo. I have always wanted to try and see, like I wanted to test, like I wanted to touch Beyond the Vine bags to see how I would like them. I like nylon bags, but I don't know the texture of the bags based on just watching them online. So I was so pleasantly surprised that I found this Beyond the Vines store in Shinjuku. This was me customizing my own phone strap. You get to pick and choose your own colors. I think they give you an option of 3 things to assemble. So you get like a unique phone strap that other people don't have. I think it was actually cheaper than online. Like the prices in Tokyo is a bit cheaper, but also maybe considering that the yen rates are lower now, so it was a little cheaper for me. the salesperson, oh my god, they were these two sweet ladies. They were so kind. So they helped me with everything. If you can, like, if you want to have the best experience to shop at Beyond the Vines and you're in Tokyo, please visit the Shinjuku branch and, you know, have the best experience. In Tokyo, we stayed at this very affluent neighborhood. It wasn't intentional, the Airbnb was located there. And then because it's such an affluent neighborhood, I feel like it's very quiet. So we had to walk a very, very long way from the train station to our Airbnb. I was actually dreading the journey because I was like, oh my god, I can't do the distance. Because, you know, when you're in Japan, you're like easily 15k steps a day. Like walking another a few hundred meters back home is just not it. But honestly, it was a blessing in disguise because if our Airbnb wasn't there, we wouldn't have found this gem of a store. So this store, we were walking back home very tired from our day, and then we saw this store. It was located in between like bars and stuff, so it was very like unexpected. And then there was an old lady coming out of the store, and then because they had like an open sign still on, we just went in and we asked if we could like have a look-see. And then they were like, actually we were kind of closing already, but you know what, they were so kind. They were like, you know what, you can browse around the store and see what you like. So that's what we did. It was kind of late, honestly. It was kind of bad for us to come in that late, but to be fair, we didn't know they were closing before. So we had a browse, and then I was fixated on this very beautiful mirror. So I asked the shopkeepers, I was like, how much is this? And then they were like, it was only 4,000 yen. 4,000 yen is cheap for a handmade thing. Okay, it's stained glass, guys. Should I say more? There's not much stained glass in Malaysia or in KL that I know of. And I just thought that going here was a jackpot. And 4,000 yen was really cheap. So this pair of couple, they couldn't speak English, but they were so patient with us. They had their translator app on, and they were telling us that actually the prices that they have, they're not for the products themselves. The prices that they have were actually for the workshops. I was like, what? Workshops? Okay, to be fair, 4,000 yen for a workshop is crazy bonkers. Like in KL, you can't get that rate, you know? So I was like, okay, but we weren't ready for a workshop. So I was like, tomorrow, like I was like, sure, we can do workshops, but we're not gonna stay here for long. And they were like, we can do a workshop like tomorrow morning at 9:30 a.m. I was like, okay, we're set, you know, like we were like, okay, we're gonna do this. So it was really unexpected, but we ended up joining a workshop in Japan. And it was the best experience ever. This stained glass business, it looks easy. You just like fold some copper wires here and there, flatten some stuff, and then you just solder the copper wire. But you need skills. And then the shopkeepers, their instructors themselves, they were so good at giving instructions, and the whole lesson was very, very easy to follow. And then it was fully guided, like they wouldn't abandon you. So if you want to try, and I know some of you guys will be interested in this, please come by. They're husband and wife. They're so lovely, and they can't speak English, but they will try to communicate with you through your translator apps. So me and my husband, we collaborated in making this piece. The charges isn't per person, so it's per product. So like if you buy the 4,000 yen mirror, it doesn't matter like how many people do it, you know. So like it was two of us, and then they only charged 4,000 yen. It was so nice. Okay, but the one thing to keep in mind is that because they're like an older couple, they are not, and the store is smaller, they don't have a cart terminal, so you would need to have cash with you. Okay, so just a heads up, if you want to come here, bring cash. Yeah, but this was so exciting. Like, I had so much fun doing this. It was so special to me, and then for me to do this with my husband, like, it was so nice. I loved it. My husband did most of the heavy lifting, but I got the compliments. Like, they told me I was kind of talented. The class was supposed to be 3 hours, but we finished it in an hour and a half. And they were saying that it was kind of quick that we managed to do it in such a short time. So yeah, and then because we had enough time, we were able to make a little, like, some other projects as well, just gifts for friends and family. So yeah, just enjoy me struggling / enjoying this piece, making this piece. They're very particular about safety and things like that. So if you're scared, they will be there to guide you. It was so enjoyable that my husband, after we were done with the whole thing, he was saying like, oh, he could make it, like, he could make it back home, you know. So because I've never held a solder in my life. Even back in school, I've never even held a solder. So yeah, you can definitely achieve something. If I can do it, you can. Male shopkeeper, he told us that he stayed in Singapore for 6 years, so he could speak a little English. Honestly, it wasn't like a little English, like, he could speak English, and he had an accent too. And then so yeah, if you're kind of like wary, like, don't be like, they can definitely communicate with you. And then they were so nice. The uncle was saying to us that the one thing that he missed from Singapore was kueh. So we told them that if we were to come back, we would bring him kueh from Malaysia, not Singapore.
Okay.
Dry.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Arigatou gozaimasu. はい、お疲れ様でした。早いです。はい、はい、2-3 hours。
This day we went a little outside of Tokyo. It was still in Tokyo technically, but it was a little outskirt. This was in Koenji because I wanted to visit the Yumi Kitagishi exhibition. It wasn't really an exhibition. Like, she had like a pop-up at Local. So Local is, oh my god, you guys, please, if you guys want to get some interesting, cute, unique things from underrated artists, this is the place. They had so many good stuff. Like they had riso prints. Their works you don't see at Loft, you know? You only can get from local stores like these. So I definitely recommend coming here. Of course, I got a ton of stuff from here as well. I think I spent like about 30k yen, which is a lot of money. Surprisingly, I spent a lot because so they had like a couple of artists that I've been following, but I've never seen their physical merch or products in real life. So when I saw them, I was so excited. So I got like a lot of like prints and, you know, stickers and things like that from this store. Yeah, you would be surprised that you can spend 30k on stickers and, you know, just random knickknacks. The Yumikita Gishi products that they had here were kind of exclusive, so I was glad that I managed to snatch some things. And I even got the plushie, the cat plushie. I got the black one. I wanted to get the white one because that's the mascot of the brand, but I know myself and I will stain white things, so I got the black cat instead. Yeah, this store was so chill because it was a little bit further away from like those traffic areas. There weren't many people and it was really chill. Staffs were friendly, lovely, loved them. And yeah, I enjoyed my journey here. Like, I wish I had gotten here earlier so I would have had a bigger budget to spend. But it was amazing nonetheless. I got some of riso prints, which maybe I'll include in my future videos. And then they even had like, not even like zines or stickers and things. They even had like handicrafts, like glass works, like those acrylic arts. It was amazing. Like I could spend more hours here, but just because it was kind of further away and by the time we arrived it was kind of late, so we had to make a move quite quickly. But I did spend, I think it was a bit around 2 hours. I think on average I spend 2 hours per store. Yeah, they had like ceramic things. It's so cute. It's just also nice as an artist myself, like to see other artists' works that I haven't seen online. I haven't seen in like mainstream stores. It's super inspiring. I even got some zines from the store. Some amazing quality zines, mind you. A sucker for anything Japanese stickers. Like I was really holding myself back, but I still managed to spend 30k. So yeah, just enjoy this video and see the amazing products that they had in store. And I'm sure it's seasonal, like the products that they have, they will keep changing. So maybe the next time you go, they will have more interesting things. Then, of course, if you're in Japan, you have to get matcha. So I was super busy with getting like supplies for my shop and things like that. I forgot to try matcha or like even buy any matcha powder. So we went to Omotesando and then we went to the Matcha Tokyo. Best decision ever. I got their hojicha. Amazing. I wish I've gotten the powder to bring back, but they only had like the bigger batch of hojicha powder, so I got myself new matcha. I finally made my way to Traveler's Factory Narita Airport. This was located at Terminal 1. Our flight was actually at Terminal 3, so you would have to take one train stop to get here. This was okay. They had the best stuff. Like, they were so kind. They were so helpful. And because they were so nice, I spent a little bit of money here. But it's okay. So when you go to like different Traveler's Factory, they do have different rules on like filming and taking pictures. So like for Tokyo Station, they don't allow any pictures or videos. For Kyoto, they don't mind. For the Narita airport, they told me pictures are fine, but videos are not. So I just recorded like outside of the store. Hope you guys enjoyed my vlog. Thank you so much for staying this long until the end, and I wish you guys a very happy new year. Let's see more of each other in 2026. Thank you, my lovelies. Goodbye. Until next time.